Welcome to Mr. Giant Reacts and Ting and Ting and Ting. I'm Mr. Giant, back with another reaction for you. And today we're gonna check out Aco Pejović. And this one is a love song, but more of a reminiscent type love song. It's two people who were madly in love with each other. For some reason, it didn't work out, but it doesn't feel like it's over, even though they're not together, because at some point in the song he talks about driving by his house, her house, just to see her. So they're not together, but there's still that emotional connection and thing. And I'll tell you, man, that's one of the worst feelings that you could have there. Let's go ahead and YouTube Sim Simmer. Now, before I go, I have reacted to a song that he was in. I think the lady's name was Alexandria. He did a duet with her. But I wanted to see what he does on his own. So here we go. Somebody suggested this. So let's go ahead and YouTube and Sim Simmer and see what my man could do on his own. You know what I mean?
Sitna kiša lije danima, jesen tugu priziva. Sve na tebe podsjeća me tu, ruke tvoje ko da me miluju. Koferi puni sećanja, čutim o nama, to me ubija. Nikad bivši nećemo biti kad se sretnemo, život vezao nas tužnom sudbinom. Kakva ljubav, takav kraj, plakao bi na sam glas. Šteta, šteta za nas.
Another one of them rainy day songs, boy. You know what I mean? You're out in the rainforest, rain is falling, and you're thinking about stuff. That's another rainy day song. Oh yeah. Even the instrumental brings that sadness.
Nekad prođem ti kraj kapije, samo da te vidim da mi je. Ide život, idu godine, svako nekog željan ostane. Koferi puni sećanja, čutim o nama, to me ubija. Nikad bivši nećemo biti kad se sretnemo, život vezao nas tužnom sudbinom. Kakva ljubav, takav kraj, plakao bi na sam glas. Šteta, šteta za nas.
That voice too, man. That voice gives you a feeling of voice echoing across the ocean, sort of. For me, I don't know about you, but for me, that's the vibe I'm getting from it, you know.
Nikad bivši nećemo
Ooh,
biti kad se sretnemo, život vezao nas tužnom sudbinom. Kakva ljubav, takav kraj, plakao bih na sam glas. Šteta, šteta za
oh, old-fashioned style right there.
bivši nećemo biti kad se sretnemo, život vezao nas tužnom sudbinom. Kakva ljubav, takav kraj, plakao bi na sam glas. Šteta, šteta za nas. Šteta, šteta za nas.
My man went old school there with the talking. Barry White-esque. Wow, you communication, man. You know what I mean? He just says, there's certain things you can't really put in lyrics that you just have to speak it. And it used to be back in the day, people would sing love songs and stuff, and they would just like he did here in certain parts of it, just say the vibe. And just doing that makes it seem more accessible to the ordinary person who can't sing. Because that's the way you could communicate, you know what I mean? That's the way you could communicate without using somebody else's lyrics, You could tell somebody you love them or you miss them by playing a certain song and stuff like that. But when you just speak it, that's the best way to go. And a song like this with him just like speaking during the song, I mean, we could relate even more because that's the only way we have to say how we feel, you know what I mean? Just because not everybody could write lyrics and sing to a woman or a man or whoever it is that you're vibing with. He just talk to them. He just say it, you know what I'm saying? And that gives the song even more powerful conveyance of the what they're feeling. Now, when you talk about unresolved love and things like that, don't we all go through that after a breakup to a certain degree? I think what the song is saying is a more, and when I say extreme, I don't mean extreme in a bad sense, but both sides know, man, it's unresolved vibes going on, you know what I mean? That's got to be painful for both. It's like it's there, but it's impossible for it to be. And especially if you have to see that person all the time, be around that person all the time. I'll be honest, when I got divorced, man, I was like, Like my ex was like, well, we could live close to each other, right down the street and blah, 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 blah. We could be, it's like we could be really close, but not close. How is somebody supposed to live like that? You know what I mean? I bounced. I just went to a whole another state. Because with that there, you're not going to really be able to move on if you have to see each other all the time. And then that's going to affect any other relationships you have coming up. Because that's unresolved vibes is always going to be there. You know what I mean? So it's not fair to anybody else who comes along and want to get into a relationship with you. So sometimes you just have to put distance. A lot of distance where you don't see the person at all. And that's possibly, people might say that's the cowardice way to do it, but that's the best way to move on. If that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. I know that's what I needed to do. So I ain't gonna be like walking around going, oh, she's seen somebody else, blah, blah, blah. I didn't care. When I leave, I didn't care what she did. Because I ain't seeing it. Maybe it's the coward way to deal with the thing, but that's the best way to deal with something, especially if you know you have to move on. Especially if it's just gonna cause, you're taking care of your mental health, period. You understand what I'm saying? And that ain't easy. Doesn't mean that if the person isn't there, you're not thinking about them. You're still gonna be thinking about them. But thinking about it and seeing them at the same time, nah, dude, that's rough. That's absolutely rough. So sometimes you have to do things to take care of yourself. And there's a lot of that more of that than people think. There's a lot of, that's why people always say, the one that got away. The one that got, you always hear people say that. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the vibe right there. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, drop a like on the video, comment down below. Let me know what the vibe is. Thank you for those who are sending suggestions and stuff like that. And Here's something I'm going to ask in the near future. Could you please send your suggestions to the email address in the description, because it's easier to organize them that way. Because some of them, some people are getting like lost in the shuffle with all. I mean, I have tons and tons of them in the comment section, and there is no organization. So to organize it better, if you can, send your suggestions to the email address in the description. That would help me out a lot. You understand what I'm saying? So in the meantime, take care of each other. Drop a little love on the scene. Take care of your mental health. And let's bring some peace to the world, okay?